Hello, all my supporters. This is my friend Jared.
Hello, all of John Mark supporters. My name is Jared.
You can say hi to your supporters.
Oh yeah, and my supporters too.
But we just got out of staff meeting, and it was so awesome, and so we wanted to just summarize some of the stories so you can be a part of all the glorious things that we are hearing. So we're both part of Fire and Fragrance, and part of our family went to Ireland 2 years ago.
Yeah, so this is like a launching out from our community that we do a bunch, and hopefully we'll be doing more of those. They went out 2 years ago, and they started just getting on the ground, praying for a while, getting on their faces, asking the Lord what He wanted to do, and asking for a heart for that nation. And 2 years later, now, we're hearing incredible testimonies for what is coming out of that. Do you want to share the Derek one, or do you want me to share that one?
Which one's the Derek one?
The guy.
You could do that one.
Okay, yeah, so 2 testimonies. I'm going to share one, then John Mark's going to share one, so you guys have a taste of what we get to be a part of out here. So they met this guy named Derek. He was part of the IRA for a long time. They were told to stay away from this guy. He was sort of feared by everybody in the community. He had left the IRA now, and he wasn't part of it anymore, but he was he'd killed people, all kinds of nasty stuff, and hearing that, they just thought, well, if people are telling us to stay away from this guy, that means the Lord wants to encounter him. So they just went after him, and they began like pursuing this guy in relationship, loving him, just being Jesus to him. And 1 year later, he came back and he said, I don't know what it is you guys have. I've been in committed relationships with brothers that we've been part of each other's families. We've killed people together, done all kinds of stuff. But you guys have something that we don't have. And they basically won this guy over. And it's changing the community because he held so much influence in that community. So it's just really amazing to hear that this crazy guy coming to know the Lord and pursuing God, really cool.
Yeah, and then he told a story about their outreach teams. So they're DTS just like we are, and they sent a team to Nepal. And he said the team is just full of introverts and like really immature introverts, I guess is the word. Like if you say hello and they're like, don't talk to me. So this one guy, he gets off the plane and all of a sudden he decides, you know what? Like this realization hits him. I am the representation of Jesus to Nepal. Like I am the hands and feet. And he said, you know, these next 3 months, I am going to go after every crazy thing that God tells me to do. And I'm not going to just like coast by. So he's like, it's still in the airport. He sees this lady with a blind eye over in the corner. So he goes over there and he prays for healing, and instantly her eye, she gets sight. Yeah. And so all of a sudden, of course, like miracle happens, like this huge crowd gathers. He just gets so much boldness. He gets up, of course he gets boldness. He just saw an eye like healed. He gets up in a chair and starts preaching the gospel. People are getting saved. And this guy comes up, he has this huge tumor on his hand, and he says, you know, would you heal my hand? And at this point, he's like, oh my gosh, you know, I don't care if this doesn't happen, like I'm gonna go for this. And he touches it, and it like pops and dissolves. It's like just all of a sudden disappears.
That's crazy.
And it's just like God is just up to some incredible things on the earth, because He wants everyone to know Jesus. And then one other thing I wanted to share, if you remember Matt from my team in South Africa, he's going to be going with a group of 5 to the Philippines for disaster relief. So kind of part of my family, so be praying for him too. Anything else?
I think that's good.
Okay.
I think that's too long. We love you guys.
Love you too. Thanks for your support.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed hearing our staff meeting.
Blessings.